Modern psychological warfare began in the plush Vienna offices of an early 20th century doctor named Sigmund Freud, who popularized a new scientific discipline called psychoanalysis. In his writings and lectures, Freud argued that psychoanalysis had identified the unconscious, a veiled part of the mind that motivates people even when they aren't aware of it. For Freud, unconscious desires were the key to understanding why people developed mental health problems, or neuroses, as he liked to call them. With the help of a doctor like himself, trained in psychoanalysis, that desire could be made conscious and therefore controllable. He had some success with patients suffering from what therapists today would likely call depression and trauma. But many enthusiastic Freudians used his work in contexts that the doctor never intended, like advertising and wartime propaganda. No doubt he would have psychoanalyzed the hell out of these misappropriations, but he never got the chance. Freud died in 1939, shortly after Nazis drove him and his family out of Vienna. Freud wanted to cure neuroses by helping people understand themselves, especially the taboo desires hidden in their unconscious minds. His form of therapy involved asking patients about their dreams, early memories, and fantasies. It was his way of plumbing their unconscious minds where desire can roam free. He called it the talking cure. Patients would narrate their own lives and analyze the arcane symbolism of their dreams, slowly piecing together all the events and feelings that had caused their troubles. Once the patient had a coherent story about themselves, Freud believed, they could work through whatever harmful thoughts or behaviors plagued them. If, however, they did not re-engineer what Freud called the mechanism of their consciousness, they were liable to be aggressive, depressed, self-destructive, or delusional. It turned out this also made them easy targets for propaganda. We know that because savvy advertising creatives in New York City conducted what amounted to mass psychological experiments in the 1920s when they started using Freud's ideas to sell products. The most prominent among them was Freud's own nephew, Edward Bernays, often heralded as the creator of public relations as a field. Bernays grew up in New York City, though he spent summers with Freud's family in the Alps. The two families were close, perhaps because all the parents were related. Bernays' mother was Freud's sister, and Bernays' father was the brother of Freud's wife. In 1917, Bernays sent his uncle a box of the Havana cigars he loved, and the psychoanalyst returned the favor by sending his nephew a copy of his latest book, Introductory Lectures on Psychoanalysis.